Well, and everyone has to start somewhere. Like I tell people, and a lot of reasons why I want to have a show like this. That even if when I talk to people that are successful, like being able to have that story,
Mm.
because you don't just suddenly wake up and you are on like Rolling Stone magazine or
Right.
on like People magazine or anything like that. Like you've got a lot to do, a lot of work to get there, and
Right.
people kind of give up along that path.
Yeah. That's funny. I was just thinking this morning. I do the free write because of the Artist's Way. I don't know if you've heard of that.
I've heard of it. I'm not familiar with it though.
It's like a 6 week intensive self study where you work through different creative barriers, and one of the exercises is a morning free write. You just do a brain dump.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's funny. I was just dumping part of my brain this morning, and the thought did occur to me to give up, and I just thought, nah, let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Because if it was easy to not give up, then everyone would be doing it. So there's definitely resistance and fear and things, but yeah, we'll just keep at it.
Yeah. Do you find encouragement in the no's that you get in acting?
Encouragement in the nose. Well, depends. One of the easiest ways to be encouraged by a no is when that no is someone who's also kind of looking out the side of their eye, going, "No, but I like you a lot. And we're going to do other stuff." Because then it happens, right?
Yeah.
You're not right for this thing, but I'm going to like you some other time, and so that's easy to be encouraged, and that's within my control. I can go in and do my thing, and I might not be right for that part, but if I did my thing, they're going to be going, I just poked myself in the eye. They're going to be going, no, but. The no buts are easiest to be encouraged by. The ones that sort of deflate you are the ones where you're like, you just thought you were awesome, and they didn't give you any sort of validation. Those are the no's where you kind of go,
Yeah. In the last interview I did, actually, when I was talking with the twins, they were talking about getting into music and wanting to do that full
Mary
time.
Kay and Ashley Olsen.
Yeah.
The twins. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
they're down the street there. We chat all the time. But to see, that's how they realized that that was what they wanted to do. Because even though people told them no at that time, like it made them realize that, oh yes, these are the things I need to do to get better or to get there. And so instead of seeing it as a no, you're never going to do this, it's like a not right now type of thing.
Well, like I got an agent down in Atlanta just over a year ago, so like last May-ish. And I've auditioned for stuff, I want to say 24 times, 25 over the last year, which is a fair amount. And for some pretty cool stuff, some network television, some feature films. And I've had almost no positive feedback. The one role that I auditioned for, I got an email a few days later saying, you're still in the running for it. And I thought, okay, that's awesome. Other than that, over the past year, I've gotten nothing. And anytime you get nothing, that's a no.
Yeah.
So no, 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 no. I have other casting directors saying, yeah, well, that's interesting. I wonder what's going on. But I for the life of me, I can't figure out. So to push back from the twins, from Mary Kay and Ashley Olsen's comment, like, you don't always know what you need to work on. You're just getting told no, and you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what's messing up. You line your audition up next to all the other ones. That would be super useful, to see what everyone else did and what they ended up picking. But a lot of times in acting, you just do your thing and you hope that it's not completely buffoonish. But if it is, then so be it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Acting is a weird. Entertainment in general is like a weird thing. I watched about a year ago or so Donald Glover's stand-up routine, and one of his jokes was about how being in entertainment is one of the only jobs that you constantly have to prove that you know how to do your job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's pretty fascinating. So
Yeah, for sure.
So what happened 3 years ago that made you say, hey, I'm going to do this?
Well, the biggest thing was I left that strong religious context. And when I had time, my wife and I spent 2 years in New York City, and I was doing Teach for America, so I taught second grade in Brooklyn, and I was, working 60 hours a week at the school, and then another 4, 5, 10 hours a week on grad school at the same time, and had a very big church responsibility. And just life was, I had maybe sometimes an hour a day to myself, and 12, 14-hour days work every day. So our daughter was born, and sometimes I would leave before she would wake up and come home after she went to bed and blah, 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 blah. So we got out of that. My wife's business took off and we moved here. I had time. And in that time, I got really introspective, and that's when I said, well, I don't think I believe all this stuff. And here's this thing that I've always wanted to do. I'm going to do it.
Nice.
So that's what happened 3 years ago, was I had time to get honest with myself about what I wanted. And I can't say I haven't looked back, because I have, but because that stuff was really deep in me, but I've never looked back and longed for it.
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Well, so with the Teach for America, you said, what did you say you were teaching?
2nd grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just kind of all of them.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had an art person come in and do art stuff and some physical education stuff. But we at that level, you basically teach a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you miss working with kids? Like, do you think that'll ever kind of become part of what you do again?
One thing that I realized was that I really liked playing a teacher. That was one of the telltale signs that I wanted to be an actor, was like anytime I was doing the things that you see teachers doing when you see a teaching movie, that is teaching, I had fun, I had a blast, and the kids loved me and I loved the kids. And yeah, I do sometimes miss working with kids because I'm good at it and it's fun. But the truth is that being a teacher, that's just a small sliver of it. I hated doing everything else. I hated designing lesson plans. I hated grading. I hated all of the administrative work. I wish I could just play a teacher all the time.
Yeah.
So if someone offered me a job to just play a teacher, that would be awesome. In fact, I've done that. I do the teacher role quite well.
Yeah, very cool. Or I don't know. When you were talking about that, I just kind of envisioned you having even just kind of like an acting workshop thing with a whole bunch of kids. I think you'd be really good.
Oh
at that.
yeah, I thought about that. I'm pretty strongly averse to what I call peeing in the pool. That is the sort of incestuous relationship between education and teaching, where people learn, then teach, and learn, like go to school to become a teacher.
Okay.
That is to say, if I want to teach acting to kids or otherwise, I would want to come from a position of heavy experience.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh yeah, remember that one time that I was on that one thing and now I'm awesome, so listen to me? Not for me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's good. I think you're doing well with the acting thing, though, so that can be way down the road.
Yes, I want that to be down the road, but I would love that. I think that would be really cool.